You have been driving for 50 years. You have never had a single accident. You have never gotten a DUI. You have never hurt anyone on the road. And now the government is telling you that because of your age, you have to prove yourself all over again or hand over your keys forever. If you are a senior driver in America, or if you have a parent or grandparent who drives, then what I am about to tell you is not just important, it is urgent, because the clock is already ticking and most seniors have no idea what is coming for them. Welcome to SSA Benefits Alert, the channel that keeps you informed, prepared, and protected when it comes to the benefits, rules, and changes that affect your life as an American senior. Today, we are talking about the new traffic rules that are now in effect across the United States, why seniors are being hit the hardest, and most importantly, what you need to do right now to protect your driving privileges and your independence. Stay with me until the very end, because I am going to walk you through every single change step by step. Let us start with the big picture. America is getting older. Right now, nearly 48 million Americans over the age of 65 hold valid driver's licenses. That number is climbing every single year as the baby boomer generation ages. At the same time, federal safety data has shown that certain age-related changes, slower reaction times, reduced night vision, and subtle shifts in cognitive sharpness can increase the risk of accidents in specific situations. The U.S. Department of Transportation looked at all of this data and decided it was time to act. And that action is now here. The new framework from the Department of Transportation for drivers aged 70 and above is now active and being rolled out across the country. This is not a future plan. This is not something being discussed in Congress. This is happening right now in states all across America, including California, Texas, Florida, Illinois, Ohio, Virginia, Arizona, and many more. And if you are a senior driver, this affects you directly. So what exactly has changed? Let us break it down clearly. The first and most talked about change is license renewal. For most of your life, you probably renewed your driver's license every 5, 6, or even 8 years, depending on your state. Those days are over for seniors. Under the new rules, drivers age 70 and above will now face much more frequent renewals, typically every 2 to 3 years, depending on which state you live in. The reason behind this is simple. Authorities want to check on the health and fitness of senior drivers more regularly. Health conditions can change quickly as we age, and a 2 or 3 year renewal cycle gives the DMV a structured opportunity to catch any concerns early rather than waiting years between check-ins. The second major change is mandatory in-person renewals. If you were used to renewing your license online or by mail, that option is being removed for most seniors aged 70 and above in the majority of states. From now on, you will need to go into your local DMV office in person to complete your renewal. This allows officials to conduct identity verification, do a basic vision screening right there at the counter, and observe your general physical condition. Many states are working to make this process easier for seniors by offering dedicated counters, priority scheduling, and accessibility support like wheelchair assistance. The idea is to conduct these renewals with dignity and respect, not to make your life harder. The third change is mandatory vision testing. This is perhaps the most immediate and practical change for senior drivers. During your renewal, vision testing is now becoming standard across virtually every state for drivers over 70. You will need to demonstrate that your eyesight still meets the legal standard for safe driving. In some states, you can bring recent results from your own optometrist or ophthalmologist. In other states, they will test you right at the DMV. The advice from experts is simple. Schedule an eye exam before your renewal appointment. Do not walk in unprepared. If there is a correctable vision issue, get your glasses or prescription updated before you go in. The fourth change involves medical documentation. Some states are now requiring senior drivers to provide a signed statement from their doctor confirming that no known medical condition impairs their ability to drive safely. This is particularly relevant for seniors who manage conditions like diabetes, heart disease, seizure disorders, or anything else that could affect alertness or reaction time. If your doctor has any concerns, they are now in some states legally able to report those concerns to the DMV, which can trigger a review of your driving privileges. This is a sensitive area, and many seniors are worried about it. But the goal, as the DOT has stated, is to catch issues early and help seniors stay on the road safely. not to take licenses away without cause. The fifth change is refresher driving courses. Several states are now either encouraging or in some cases requiring senior drivers to complete a refresher course before renewal. These are not full driving tests where you have to drive around cones and parallel park. They are educational sessions that review current traffic laws, new road signs, updated speed limit rules, and defensive driving techniques. Organizations like AARP already offer these courses, and they can even help seniors get insurance discounts. If a refresher course is available in your state, taking it proactively is one of the smartest moves you can make. The sixth change involves conditional or restricted licenses. If a senior driver does not pass all of the required assessments during renewal, they will not automatically lose their license entirely. Instead, many states are offering conditional licenses. A conditional license means you can still drive, but with certain limitations. For example, you may only be allowed to drive during daylight hours, you may be restricted to driving within a certain number of miles from your home, or you may be required to drive only on roads without highway speeds. These conditions are designed to keep seniors mobile and independent while reducing higher risk situations. Seniors who receive a restricted license and disagree with the decision do have the right to appeal. Now here's the part that worries many seniors and their families most. What happens if you fail? If you do not pass your vision test or another required assessment during renewal, your license can be suspended or revoked. However, most states offer a process to address this. You can get the underlying issue treated. For example, cataract surgery to improve vision, and then retest. You can appeal the decision if you believe the assessment was unfair, and you can work with your doctor to manage any medical conditions that may have triggered concerns. The process is not designed to be a one-strike and you are out situation. It is designed to create a dialogue between seniors, their doctors, and the DMV. There is also another change that many people have not heard about. Family members and healthcare providers can now formally report a senior driver they believe may be unsafe. This can trigger a DMV review, which may include a written test, a road test, or a medical examination. This is a deeply personal issue. Many families struggle with when and how to have conversations with elderly parents about driving. The new rules create a formal mechanism for those concerns to be addressed officially rather than just within the family. If you are a family member watching this, the experts recommend having these conversations with compassion and empathy, not confrontation. For seniors who do end up losing driving privileges, the landscape of alternatives is also changing. Uber and Lyft have reported significant increases in senior ridership. Cities like Chicago and Denver are expanding discounted ride programs specifically for seniors. Community volunteer programs that provide rides to doctor appointments and grocery stores are growing across the country, and in many areas, public transit options are being expanded. The goal is to make sure that seniors who can no longer drive safely are not left stranded or isolated. Here is the bottom line for every senior driver watching this: do not wait. Do not assume this does not apply to you because you feel fine and have a clean record. Check your license renewal date today. Find out what your specific state is requiring for drivers over 70. Schedule your eye exam before your renewal. If a refresher course is available in your state, sign up now. And if you have any underlying health conditions, talk to your doctor about what documentation you may need. Your driver's license is not just a piece of plastic. For millions of American seniors, it represents independence, dignity, and quality of life. These new rules do not have to take that away from you, but only if you are prepared, informed, and proactive. That is everything you need to know about the new traffic rules and how they are affecting senior drivers across America right now. This has been SSA Benefits Alert, and our job is to make sure you never get caught off guard by changes that affect your life, your benefits, and your independence. If this video helped you, please subscribe to SSA Benefits Alert right now, hit the bell so you never miss an update, and share this video with every senior driver you know, because staying informed is the most powerful thing any of us can do. We will see you in the next one.